That's the town of Krasnodar. Kind of small, but strategic. It sits right on an important crossroads. The town has to be taken, and Baker Company's got the job, with my platoon going in first. We got the poop from our lieutenant in a barn not far from town, after he made his reconnaissance. That's Lieutenant Kruger, the platoon leader. Me, I'm Sergeant LeBlanc. I got the first squad. The lieutenant is giving his attack order.
I want you all to make notes of your individual missions and then go over them with your men. Our company will attack and clear the village to our front. Company A attacks on our left. The second platoon is on our right. Artillery and mortar preparatory fires will begin 5 minutes before we cross the line of departure. They will smoke the village after firing for 2 minutes. All fires will lift on call. Tanks will fire from positions at or near the line of departure until their fires are masked. We will seize the buildings up to the near side of North Street and prepare to continue the attack on order to clear the remaining buildings in our zone. See the sketches I gave you for objectives and boundaries. We will move out in platoon column along this draw in the following order. 3rd Squad, Weapons Squad, Rocket Launcher Team, 2nd Squad, 57mm Rifle Squad, 1st Squad, and the 60mm Mortar Squad. When we get into position for the assault at this rise, the 3rd Squad will be in the center, about here. The 1st Squad on the left, here. The 2nd Squad on the right, here. The 57mm Rifle, about here, between the 1st and 3rd Squad. 1 light machine gun from the Weapons Squad will set up between the 1st Squad and the 57mm Rifle, here. The other, between the 3rd Squad and 2nd Squad, about here. Sergeant LeBlanc?
Yes, sir.
Your 1st Squad will assault Building 1 and cover the attack on Buildings 5 and 6. After Building 5 and 6 have been cleared, take Buildings 2 and 3. Then cover the attack on Building 7. After 7 has been cleared, take Building 4.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Barasini?
Yes, sir.
The 2nd Squad will cover the attack on Building 1 from here. After Building 1 has been cleared, take 5 and 6. Cover the attack on Buildings 2 and 3. After 2 and 3 have been cleared, take 7.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Dermott?
Yes, sir.
The 3rd Squad will cover the attack on Buildings 1, 5, and 6 from here. After Buildings 2 and 3 have been cleared, move into Building 1. Set up in 1, 2, and then 3, remaining at all times 1 building behind the 1st Squad. Place covering fire on the buildings across North Street and on those buildings in the 2nd Squad zone that haven't been cleared. Sergeant Dixon?
Yes, sir.
One of your light machine gun teams support the 1st Squad, the other, the 2nd Squad.
Right, sir.
Corporal Fredericks?
Yes, sir.
The rocket launcher will move with the covering party of the 2nd Squad as soon as it moves into Building 5. Make sure your team keeps a sharp eye out for enemy tanks, especially along this street.
Yes, sir. We'll watch out for tanks.
Good. Sergeant Jenks, after we leave the line of departure, you will set up your mortar on this side of the rise. Be sure you have enough smoke rounds and be prepared to fire upon any buildings in our zone. And you will stay with me at all times.
Yes, sir. But what about communication with the mortar?
You'll have a sound power phone to take care of that. All right?
Okay, sir.
Now for the 57mm rifle. The squad will initially cover the attack from this point. After that, will move up and follow the first squad's attack on buildings 1 through 4. Sergeant Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
When your attachment becomes effective, you will move one tank up in the vicinity of building 1, the other near 5 and 6. From there, you will cover our advance. I'll give you further instructions over your phone.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Kenny?
Yes, sir.
Have your heavy machine gun squad fire down North Street and on the buildings on the other side of North Street. Have 3 men from your squad form a rocket launcher team and join the covering party of the first squad when it moves into building 1. Now, when you have taken a building, you will indicate that it has been cleared by hanging a sheet from a visible window. I will follow the first squad as soon as building 1 is clear.
Each detail was understood by everybody. Tomorrow, there wouldn't be time for questions. H-hour -5. The barrage to soften up the enemy began. Artillery, mortars, and other supporting weapons. H-hour -3. The heavy mortars hung up a curtain of smoke in front of the enemy. H-hour. Time to move out from the line of departure. Third squad in diamond formation. The rest of the platoon in column. When we got to the rise the lieutenant had picked for our assault position, the 60mm mortar squad dropped out of formation to set up its weapon. The third squad hit the center. The second squad deployed to the right, and the first squad, my squad, grabbed the slot on the left. 57mm rifle boys slipped in between the first and third squads. The rocket launcher team played shortstop behind the second squad, and the light machine guns filled in the rest of the line.
Advance 6, this is Advance 1, over. This is Advance 1. Request smoke be lifted, over. Sergeant? Those people have a mortar located up there between buildings 4 and 7. See it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's button it up.
Number 1. Fire! Fire! Fire!
That's got it. The lieutenant ordered the supporting fires lifted so we could get moving. Building number 1, our first objective.
Hey! Hey! Very hard! Barry! Are you ready? Let's go!
Behind us, our covering fire was shifted away from Building 1.
All clear, Sarge. Take that room. Take that room. Okay, stay hide upstairs. All clear, all right. Downstairs, cover 5 and 6. All clear, Sergeant.
Building 1 was ours. Now was the time to bring up the covering party.
Let's go!
The covering party's in trouble. Let's screen them with smoke.
2 rounds, charge 1. Charge 1. Fire.
covering party out of trouble, Lieutenant Kruger ordered the smoke lifted. I had the squad lay covering fire on Building 5. While upstairs, Sergeant Williams ported out of Building 6. The idea was to button them up so Barasini's squad could move in.
Okay, let's go!
Part of Building 7.
Barasini's boys were on their way into Building 5.
Let's go!
So far, sir. Anybody here? No, sir. Good. I want to report to Captain Richard. Which way to the roof? Through that door up the stairs. You see the trapdoor. I'll be up there if you want me. Yes, sir.
The lieutenant spotted 2 enemy firing positions in Building 2. They had to be cleaned out before I moved in, otherwise I'd be in trouble. He checked in with the company commander to tell him the situation.
Building 5 was duck soup for us. Building 6 was another story. The aggressor was holed up in there, waiting to make trouble. The jokers have got the arm now.
Yeah, sure does.
Can you fix that? Give me that demo kit. All right, that's fine.
Up on the roof, meanwhile, Lieutenant Kruger gave me the plan of attack for Building 2.
Then, right after the bazooka fires around HE into each one of those windows in Building 2, you toss out a few smoke grenades and send in your first searching team. When you clear the building, I'll have the bazooka fire a few rounds of WP in front of those buildings on North Street. Then, your covering party and your light machine gun can enter through the front door. How does that sound to you?
Sounds good, Lieutenant. I think that'll do it.
Okay, get going.
That's 1. That's 2.
Let's go.
I gave the signal that Building 2 is cleared. The bazooka came through with a smoke screen, and my covering party moved up to Building 2 on the double. The bazooka team came after them. Then, the light machine gun squad. Lieutenant Kruger threw out a red smoke grenade as a signal to the 3rd Squad to displace to Building 1.
There it is! Move out! Let's go!
Okay, the 7mm rifle team moved up with them. The attack was clicking so far. I had buildings 1 and 2 crossed off. Veracini had 5 and 6 under control. My next building was number 3. This one called for a new approach. While I climbed up to the roof, my covering party sprayed Building 7 with crossfire. That's what I was looking for. The trapdoor into Building 3. That chimney was a natural position for covering fire. Come on, you guys. Okay, this one doesn't look too tough. Here's the way we'll work it. Barry, you and Staggart go through the trapdoor of Building 3 first. Before you go, drop in 2 grenades. Pace, you cover them from the chimney of this roof. Hayes, you cover from the chimney of Building 3. I'll cover them from the North Street side. Any questions? No. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, Sarge. Okay, Pace, go on down. Okay, Hayes, go on in. Look, guys, we're over here. We gotta take 7 next. Lots of enemy in there. They'll cut us down if we cross this open area. Hey, here comes our tank support. Must be Rodriguez. I'll get him to open up Building 7 for us. And after Rodriguez blasts a big enough hole in the wall, you and Atkins go in. I want you to be careful. You've been pretty lucky so far, but this one's going to be a little rough. So watch out for yourselves. Any questions? No. All right, I'm going to go have a talk with Rodriguez. Meantime, if you need any grenades, get them from the covering party. I gotta have a hole blasted in Building 7. Okay?
Roger. Out.
Okay, come on!
You hear anything, Sarge?
No, not a peep.
Maybe they bugged out.
Oh, there's people down there. I know it. Let's go get them. Oh, wait a minute. Don't press your luck. Now, here's what we'll do. We'll hit them 2 ways. We'll blast a hole in the floor, then drop a few grenades down the hole and through the doorway at the same time. Then I'll get those pigeons. Shoot them, you and Monks. Clear the other rooms.
All clear, Sarge.
Okay, stay in the hall. Where you hit?
In the leg.
Hang a sheet out of the window and then get a medic.
With Building 7 taken, the attack shifted to Building 4. But this was an easy one. Lieutenant Kruger reported the success of his mission to the company commander.
One casualty. We're evacuating him now. Over.
How about prisoners, over?
8. 5 of them are wounded. They can all walk. I'm sending them back too. Over.
Okay. I'm sending the 3rd platoon through you to take buildings 49 through 54. Coordinate with Lieutenant Gordon and give him what covering fire he needs. How's your ammo? Over.
We're about out of everything. Over.
I'll take care of that. Is there anything else? Over.
The attack rolled on till every building was taken. Only then could we claim the town was secure. It was tough fighting, but then fighting in built-up areas always is tough. The buildings are natural defense positions for the enemy. You've got to smoke him out house by house. It's tough, but the odds aren't all on his side. You've got the advantage of surprise. You've got superior firepower, better training, and teamwork. Add to that plain guts, and you've got what it takes to win.